The lats are a large back muscle that go from the pelvis, the spine, bottom of the scapula, and they insert into halfway through the humerus near the bicep. They do a lot of movement, mostly the pulling movement, but if they're too tight, you often see a hyperextended lumbar spine. And when they're involved, when the arms come up, if they're tight, you'll see the person sway forward like that. So that's a really good indication that they shouldn't be doing weighted shoulder presses. They need to address not only weakness in here and in their body, but tightness in the lats. There's many ways to stretch the lats. The most simplest way I find is standing with the feet hip width apart, soft knees. When you bend your knees, you enable the core to support rather than locking out and trashing your spine. Next, you put your hand on your hip to brace your spine to help with support. Next, arm up very tall, you lift up your rib cage, and then on the exhale, you laterally flex your body, side flex your body. The stretch for me is down through here. You're aiming to where the wall, push your fingers to where the wall and the ceiling meet. Now, what I recommend for the people who do have tight lats is on Monday they have their hand on their hip, Tuesday one hand higher, Wednesday one hand higher still, Thursday about as high as you can, and consequently the stretch will be opposite where the hand is. So you can make sure you're getting a stretch for the full length of the lats, not just at one spot, because after a month you'll be flexible in one spot, but the other ones will be tighter. And then to come out of that, you rotate out because you're stretching something, you're turning it off with a static stretch, and then to come out of it, you'll be asking it to do work. But if you rotate out of it, you're not asking it to do work. So the other side, up. And remember, always when you're doing one's right and left side, ask which side's tightest. We've already talked about my left side being a bit tight. I'm going to try and search to find the best stretch for me through here, but I know the triceps and the lats are a little bit tight, so I'm going to come a bit higher. You can rotate a little bit. Just, you always, with all the stretching we do in the Rome program, you are exploring and aiming to find the tightest bit for you, as opposed to what it says in the textbook. Okay, so explore there. So for me, got it. Just took a little bit of exploring and breathing, and then rotate. So a lat stretch is about 20 seconds long if you're not holding on to something. I'm not holding on to anything because the very muscles, fibers, that you're stretching, after about 20 seconds they become the muscles that are supporting you. Now by putting the hand there you can prolong that a little bit, but otherwise just a 20 second and then just repeat each side. Remember to do the tight side twice.